I recently decided to buy a new tool. Now I don't usually buy a new tool unless I've needed it at least a couple of times before. The tool in question is this pillar drill. Like most people buying, well, to be honest, anything nowadays, first thing I did was turn to Google and Amazon to see what was available. And to be honest, this just confused me even more. I wanted something well built, but I also didn't want to spend too much because something like this to me is more of a luxury item. I was in town one day and I remembered that on my way home there was a Machine Mart, so I decided to nip in there to have a look. Now ideally I wanted to have a look at some drills in person, but they didn't have any on display, so after chatting to the guy who worked there for a while, I decided to get this. The CLARKE CDP5EB 5-speed bench mounted pillar drill. It also turned out that they had a special sale on at the time, so instead of paying 120 for this, I think I got it for £105. If you want the full specs on this drill, just either Google it or head to the Tool Mart website, but here's a quick rundown. It has a 13mm chuck capacity, a 350 watt, 230 volt motor, 5 speeds from 620 to 2620 RPM to suit metal, wood and plastic, a tilting 160 by 160 work table and a depth gauge, and it weighs 14.7 kilos, so it's not too heavy, but it's nice and solid. Setup's pretty easy. You just attach the pillar drill to the base, slide the table into place and then sit the main drill onto the pillar, which attaches with some Allen bolt grub screws. Then it's just a case of screwing on the handles, fixing the guard into place and then push fitting the chuck into the body. I've used this drill for a couple of months now and so far I've been very impressed. It is nice and well made and solid. I didn't want something that was cheap rubbish and was going to last me 2 minutes, and this definitely seems like it's going to last a while. The table's nice and easy to adjust. And because the table is made of cast iron, it means there's no danger of it flexing, which means the accuracy should be good. It's not too big and it fits nicely on the end of my workbench, and then when I'm not using it, it pushes nicely into the corner out of the way. I've tried it using metal and wood and it drills through 5mm steel and oak with no problems. I've drilled oak blocks using a 42mm Forstner bit for tea lights to go into, and it handled this really well. Changing the speed and tensioning is really easy. You just open the top cover, loosen the tension, swap the belt position and then re-tension. One thing that I do wish was different is the on-off power switch is on the left hand side. So a lot of the time I'll be drilling, I'll get the piece into position and then I'll be ready to drill, but instead of just being able to flick it on there or there, I have to put my hand all the way around, turn it on and come back. Because if you turn it on using your left hand and your piece isn't clamped, which I don't clamp them a lot of the time, it can vibrate and move your piece. So that is one slightly annoying thing. Not a massive issue really, but just slightly annoying when I was recently doing a project that consisted of the best part of drilling 100 holes. If it was on the front or the right side, you could flick it on and just go straight into plunging the drill, whereas you sort of have to reach side to side. Like I say, not a massive deal, and to be honest, it's the only negative that I've found so far. This obviously isn't a drill for professional use, but it's clearly not designed to be or priced to be. At this price point, it's one of the cheapest pillar drills you can buy, and to be honest, for the price, you can't really go wrong. It's built well enough that it can take some daily abuse without obviously pushing it as hard as you would a pro level tool. I would definitely recommend this to any DIYer, woodworker or metal worker. It's a really good drill at a really good price, and so far it's done everything that I've asked of it. So hopefully this quick review's helped you if you're looking to buy a pillar drill, or if you're looking specifically at buying this CLARKE one. If you've got any questions about this drill, or you may be looking at buying one, leave a comment down below and I'll try and answer them as best as I can. So thank you for watching. If you've liked the video, please do give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.